franchise history.
It's just music to my ears.
Yeah.
So I think about this game, and I have this terms for all these different types of games, but I just think tonight was one of those you did what you had to do games. Like it just,
Sure.
It wasn't the prettiest thing, but it wasn't the ugliest thing, but you had to get through it because Orlando wasn't going to let you just blow them out, and so they just did what had to be done. And Jamal Murray was in the middle of it all, obviously, but I think after that first quarter, there wasn't a ton of energy with that Nuggets unit. And then they injected all that energy in the second quarter. Defense, rebounding, you start there, and then you let that build into your offense, and that's exactly what happened. And they were able to get a lead that they never really relinquished.
The Nuggets were 14 down midway through the second quarter, and you're wondering, oh boy, here we go.
Yep.
They finished the quarter on a 35-7 run.
Yeah.
And they can thank Jamal Murray. You mentioned Jamal. Before the game, David Adelman said, to all the people that wonder if he's an all-star, he says, just watch the games.
Just watch the point
second
totals.
quarter.
Yeah, just
here's what he did in the second quarter tonight.
That's wild, man. I mean, you're talking about 20 on 7 of 8 shooting. He made 5 of 6 3-pointers. And, look, that second quarter was a combination of a lot of things. It was Jamal obviously stepping in and getting into rhythm, did that. And so then he's in rhythm, and you can't get a player like that out of rhythm, so his point total balloons up to 32. He played great.
Jamal leads all scorers tonight, and if you're looking for a playoff resume, what he's put together for the last few weeks has been remarkable. It really was.
Yeah, it's an all-star.
I mean, nothing else to prove at this point. Just put him in.
No, and if there's, obviously there's a lot of talk about how that all-star situation will go, and there's a lot of good international players for that. I just think that one of the things that's going to be this, there's going to be ties that have to be broken. And the Nuggets record as a team is going to be the tie that gets broken, I think, in his favor.
Speaking of things broken, Nikola Jokic broke another record tonight. The most all-time assists by a center in NBA history, and it came right here.
Assist repertoire is huge. And look, obviously the basketball IQ, obviously the ability to make any pass to any player at any time, to throw players open, to behind the back, everything. And so you see the list right here. That list is going to be so far gone. That number is going to be so far gone by the time he retires. There will be no center that touches this number by the time he retires and kind of rides off into the sunset.
People often call Joker the greatest passing center of all time. It's almost an insult. He's one of the greatest passers of all time.
Well, and Vic, that's the thing that I have said for years now. He is a great passing player, period.
Exactly.
And, so this will be like the last real center-specific assist graphic that we see, because now we're just going to start putting him next to, all the great passers in the game.
I'm going to put you on the spot, and we're going to do these in no particular order. Let's start with the bag. We have a grab bag in there with a Roku stick, and we have some Nuggets paraphernalia, and we'll get to the other stuff. But Chris Dempsey, you're in charge tonight. There are too many intimidating-looking people here, so I don't want to be responsible.
Well, I don't know what to ask. Let's see.
Let's see. You don't have to ask anything. You can go give it to somebody if you like. I can just go walk
and give it to somebody?
Yeah.
Okay, I can do that. I can do that.
So now people can blame Chris Dempsey if you don't win the prizes.
I'm going to walk this way for the Roku stick. All right. Okay, so what else we have?
Hold on. Let's hold on for the next segment.
Oh, I want to give everything away right now. It's the season of giving. Vic, is the season of giving.
If you want to give it away,
can I continue giving it away?
That's a John Franklin Myers autographed Broncos cap. He signed it tonight. He was a guest on our show in the pregame show.
John Franklin Myers, autographed cap.
For our Bronco fans out there.
My God.
All right, we're going to wait on the Bruce Brown basketball.
No, I want to give
when
the
we
basketball
come back,
away.
we will hear from Coach Adelman, and we'll give away the rock. Trust me, we will.
Yeah.
If you follow our team, you should follow them, because you have guys that are on our team, on that team. So if people get bored, please check out the showcase. These kids, they play their ass off, and they deserve to be watched. Go ahead.
Monster second quarter for you guys. What changed from the first to the second, or what clicked in that quarter?
Much better defensive intensity, activity with our hands. I'm never worried about us not scoring. We had 25 in the first quarter. We also missed I thought wide open looks from three. There were good shots. Those fell, with the defense, following, and then we got out and ran too in that quarter. So it was one of those NBA games. It's December. It was a really up and down game. Wouldn't call it the most beautiful thing I've ever seen, but it sure is beautiful when you win the game. So we did a lot of things positively in that quarter, to your point, and we did some things that we can obviously clean up on film. Yeah, I just thought the intensity in that quarter was, through the roof. And maybe we've had this happen to us a couple of times at home where we have these enormous quarters, and then we have to work so hard to get back in the game. And I had to call, 3 timeouts there in a very short period of time. So it puts you up against it, when you start to get tired, you're weary in the second half. So we just have to be better, more consistent throughout the 4 quarters. But yeah, that was one of our best quarters of the whole season.
You've talked quite a bit about Jalen playing more off ball. He finishes with 3 3-pointers. What did you see from him out there?
Yeah, I thought that was Jalen's best game of the year. Probably his best game since Sacramento last year, just because he was the 2 versions of himself. He hit the 3 threes where he was spaced, and then he has 7 assists on top of it. So he still playmaked as a point guard. And I thought I just thought he competed defensively too. Even though his rebound total is only 3, he got his hands on a lot of balls because they were crashing everybody from all over the place. So, yeah, really proud of Jalen. Ready to play, man. That's all we're going to ask from these guys, and he was tonight.
Coach is right. When you have as many injuries as the Nuggets have had, these dudes got to be ready, and they got to be ready to shoot. And Jalen Pickett was tonight. He made a difference.
Yeah, he really did make a difference. And look, his jump shot has improved tenfold over the course of his time in the league. And, right now, you talk about him as a point guard and being on the ball, right? But this is a basketball team where pretty much anybody can bring the ball up. So you got to be able to play off the ball as well. And so we're starting to see Jalen Pickett really grow in that area. Yeah. So now when the ball comes out to him, he can be a catch and shoot player in a way that he was not, and that's not necessarily in his DNA when he got to the pros. But you see the plays that he is making here. Those are just point guard passes, right? You have good vision. You make the pass. You make the simple pass to the player that's open. The player makes the shot. Now you're off the ball. Ball comes to you, catch and shoot. You knock in a 3-point shot. And so this is Jalen Pickett's life. Hey, well, this is your life. Jalen Pickett, and he is thriving. Yeah, and he's thriving.
All right, so the fans see what we see. The Nuggets getting plenty of help to win game number 6 in a row. We've come to that moment in the show. Look at all these people up front. And they've got their eyes. They've got their eyes on that autographed Bruce Brown basketball. We're doing our 12 days of Christmas. All right, Chris.
Look how cute that kid is.
I guess it's become a yelling contest.
Yeah, it should
Chris, take the ball from the mantle. Here's what we're going to do.
What are we going to do?
Go visit the crowd.
Hold on. Vic, hold on. What am I doing, Vic?
You're giving it away. I'm not in charge of this one. Oh, he's going to be in trouble.
My God.
There
Thank
it
you
is.
for coming.
You've only got one human being that likes you tonight. Everybody else hates Chris Dempsey.
I'm sorry.